All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on what might just be the single biggest advantage you can have on the digital SAT math section. Seriously, we're talking about the SAT's unofficial cheat code, mastering Desmos.
So, does the thought of the SAT math section get your heart pounding? Picturing that ticking clock and just pages of frantic, scribbled calculations? If that's you, you are so not alone. The pressure is absolutely real, and those time limits, they're no joke. But what if there was a way to just sidestep a ton of that stress?
This right here, this requires a complete shift in your mindset. See, the SAT isn't trying to prove you're some kind of algebra genius. Nope, it's a game of strategy. And in this game, the only thing that matters is getting the right answer as fast and as efficiently as you possibly can.
And that, my friends, is where Desmos comes in. That graphing calculator that's built right into the digital SAT. It's not just some little add-on. It's your secret weapon for nailing that speed and accuracy. So it's time we learned how to use it like a pro.
Okay, first things first, let's build your essential Desmos toolkit. We're not just going to look at the buttons, what they do. We're going to dive deep into the strategy behind using them to absolutely crush it.
I want you to think of these 4 functions as your core arsenal. You've got graphing, which instantly gives you a picture of what an equation actually looks like. Then there's the table view, which is amazing for turning abstract functions into real data points so you can spot patterns. You've got sliders, which let you literally play with variables and see what happens. And finally, finding intersections, which gives you the exact answer without all that tedious algebra. Getting these down is absolutely non-negotiable.
Sliders are just a perfect example of this in action. Imagine you've got a function like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Instead of just plugging in numbers over and over, you can tell Desmos to create sliders for a, b, and c. Then you can physically drag them around and watch how the parabola shifts, or gets wider, or flips upside down in real time. This builds this really deep visual intuition that's worth so much more than just a single answer.
All right, you've got the tools. Now let's put them to work. This section is all about applying that toolkit with some specific killer hacks that'll let you just speed run through problems on test day.
This should become your go-to moves. Why on earth would you calculate something when you can see the answer? So graph it first. Got a word problem with confusing variables? Throw it in a table and literally watch how a company's profit changes with every sale. Instead of wasting time with algebraic trial and error, just use a slider. And please, let Desmos find those intersections for you so you don't make a simple calculation mistake when you're under pressure. Every one of these hacks saves time and prevents errors. What all of these hacks are really doing is building one crucial skill: visual intuition. It's that amazing ability to just look at a graph and instantly get what the problem is about and where the answer is probably going to be. And let me tell you, Desmos is the ultimate training ground for building that skill fast.
But, and this is a big but, like any powerful tool, you've got to know the rules of engagement. Desmos is incredible, but it's not foolproof. So let's talk about the common traps people fall into and, more importantly, how you can avoid them.
This really gets to the heart of this strategy. It's about making smart choices. Desmos is your absolute champion for complicated systems of equations, finding the vertex of some nasty quadratic, or comparing a bunch of functions at once. But hey, for something simple like 2x equals 10, good old-fashioned algebra is just faster. Knowing when to pull out which tool, well, that's the mark of a true pro. And please, please, please keep these warnings in mind. First,
Be careful with exact values. The SAT might want the answer as a fraction or a square root, not the decimal that Desmos gives you. Second, always zoom in. What looks like one intersection point might actually be two that are super close together. Third, never forget the context of the problem. Are those axes measuring time, distance, dollars? It matters. And finally, just remember, Desmos is a tool to help your amazing math brain. It's not a replacement for it. Okay,